Yeah. So what? It's your boy, Bits and Bobs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. Sunday evening. I'm with my man there, my closest friends. We've all met on YouTube, and we decided to do a weekly podcast and have some laughs and have some banter. Yes, who we got in the cut? We got man like Beeks. Beeks, what we saying, brother?
It's your boy BEEKS. We're here, fam. We're here.
And we obviously got an Arsenal fan in the top right hand corner of your screen, as you can see there. With a Gunner, let me give you this. Let me give you this.
Right, give me the full screen.
Let me put you on the screen, fam.
Look at the smile, yo.
Glistening. I'm forever shining, rude boy. Man's punching that man.
Yo, big Gunner, I keep it 100, Listen, them man there, they were chatting the most, innit? So I'm just happy. Like, obviously, they're only Spurs, innit? Like, they're not a big team, innit? But they were chatting the most. They just need to just hold the L, innit? Like,
the thing is, your prime is here, but I don't know what he's doing. Yo, Gunner, man, we got to start there, bro. North London derby, bro. A lot of Tottenham fans were talking the most.
The most.
Some of them were saying, like, we're the best team in North London. We got the best manager.
All of that.
Putting some sauce on it and everything. What we saying, Gunner? What happened? Because I watched the game, and for me personally, bro, I was thinking the way Tottenham was set up, I wasn't shocked because that's just standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, a boomerang. I was thinking, raw. Disciplinary in that. Is it true he went to Greece for a haircut?
I don't even know. But my first feeling was that my man had a haircut in it. That's what he done in it. Is either he went and got a tattoo, or he went and got a haircut. It was one of the two, innit? But it is what it is. Like he's been in and out of the team anyway, so it wasn't like a mad miss. But he's been playing well recently, so it was a bit of a shock. But they just need to hold the L, man. They talk so much. Like yesterday, I was on someone else's stream, and that Spurs fan there, it was cool, but then they started talking about being a big club, and I'm like, how are you a big club? Like what makes you a big club? Like, how can you say you're bigger than Aston Villa? You can't, because Aston Villa are bigger than Arsenal in the sense that they've won the European trophy.
Exactly.
Like, you have put some respect on it. Leicester won the league in the last. So what? Leicester are bigger than Spurs, and Spurs think they're bigger than everyone. But just hold the L in it.
Because you got to a Champions League final, yeah.
Like you lot, just hold the L in it. Like the Man United fans told you, this is not going to end well in it, but they thought they had a world class manager. But at least Man United had some decent players. Spurs literally have Son and Kane in it. That's the team in it. And when Son came off today, you could see their heads just drop. Like,
what about Gareth Bale, Gareth Wales or something, whatever they call him?
Bro, did he even play today? I didn't even know. It's only when he came off I was like, "Raw, my man was playing." I didn't even know.
Do you know what? I don't even want to troll you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was watching the game. I see when he got hooked. I was like, "Raw, he was actually playing."
Right.
I was like, he started.
When I saw his name on the team sheet, I was happy when I saw him on the team sheet, because when I saw him and Doherty were playing together, I was like, yes, we're gonna win this, because Doherty can't defend, and he's not gonna go back and help Doherty. And for the whole game, Tierney was just 1-on-1, just like Tierney
got sponge.
Yeah, he was. Listen, Tierney was playing like prime Gareth Bale. Like that's how mad it was, innit? So, but I'm happy. I'm just happy because they were talking the most, innit? But like you said, they're only Spurs. I see your little tweet out there earlier bits and bobs. They're only Spurs in it. So obviously,
no. The thing is, do you know what the funny thing is? Yeah, obviously, I'm in a group chat with Eleanor, and she's funny.
I just come off watching Sabias's stream. Like there's 6 of them on there, like all looking depressed and talking about finishing 9th and 10th, and I'm like, you lot were wait a second, you lot were gonna win the league like a few months ago. Now you're talking about they're all like, remember they're all hyped for the cup final. Now they're like, oh yeah, man, we're going to the underdogs here. Like we're gonna get spanked by City. So already now when they were like, we're gonna win Europa. Now they're like, oh yeah, Arsenal's still in it. They could beat us and Man United. Listen, them man, they're moving mad, Spurs fans right now. But obviously they're not a big league. They're not a big club in it. So let them just chill, man.
Hold tight, G.
Beeks, what we saying? What we saying?
Listen, what I'm saying. obviously, before we start, shout out to stoppage time as usual. I'm gonna hold tight the 3-point collectors. You know what it was.
Listen, they're like all of these
Couldn't
guys are
to the
gonna
point,
be
it's
all.
all right. It's
They're
not
just
that
gonna be
bad.
mad, angry now, innit? Like they're gonna be like Arsenal are dead, so we're even deader. But just chill out,
It's all right. Like if you got a point, it's not that bad. I mean, point this week is okay. I mean, it's just
man. No chill, yeah, Ryan. There's no chill. You lot
Bro.
were acting.
Brian, listen, bro, what happened, man? What happened? Cheers. I want to see them. Beats North London derby, man. Look, Jose against the Spanish Pulis, whatever is the Tapas Pulis. What happened, bro? There was no boomerang. You know what I mean? Lacazette got on the score sheet. Do you know what I'm saying? What happened, G? What are you saying? Because Gunner's chilling right now with his apple juice, retro jersey. Man, even copped a new hat and everything. You know?
No, that's not even. I got it for my birthday still.
Is it? Are you serious? Oh, happy
Old time the
birthday.
missus.
Happy belated birthday.
You man are 5 months behind, but still, it's cool.
Man said 5 months. Man said it as if it was like. But I thought it was like a few days ago.
5 months behind.
Fam, all I'm gonna say, is that this week, North London derby, you man did your thing. I'm not gonna lie, bruv. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to obviously Lamela with a goal. I thought that goal was a bad boy goal. I thought
he scored a better one, you know. I've seen him score a better one.
He scored. I think
he scored a top bins one in Europa League.
Europa League, yeah. But to keep it down, to keep that Rabona down and level like that, I thought, you know what, fair play to him. But I thought, you know what, this might be a smash and grab. This looks like a Mourinho masterclass, but then all of a sudden, it all went tits up, bro. It all went tits up, and
we needed to get to half time.
That's what they needed, but they couldn't even get to that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And like you said earlier on, you had Tierney just playing his heart and soul out, bro. He was on it today. Underguard, he got the equalizer. I thought, right, these men are showing up, innit? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it could have gone left, because obviously he dropped Aubameyang, innit? And like you said, Aubameyang hasn't even been started like that, but he's like, slowly getting into form. But sometimes discipline has to be shown, innit, by the manager. And you know what? It is what it is. And fair play to him. It didn't backfire. And you, man, did your thing and you got the 3 points. Do you get me? And Mourinho scratching his head and whatnot. I don't even know what's next for him, man. I don't even know what. Look, Prime, you're gonna have to interject here because you're the big advocate for my man. Right now, North London in the white side, and up in White Hart Lane and them sides there, they're looking kind of stressed, bro. What do you have to say for them, man? You gotta give them some hope at least, because we told them it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. What are you saying, Prime?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Wow,
why are we talking about two mid-table clubs fighting? In all honesty,
look, bro, no.
Okay, banter aside. It was a good game. Spurs had some of their chances that they probably should have been better from. Arsenal deserved the win, to be fair. I don't think anyone can take that away from them. I think Spurs fans, they know what they have with Mourinho. So the fact that they're complaining and they think they have this divine right to win and be at the top when they haven't. at least Arsenal fans can say they have that right. United fans, Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, Spurs don't have that divine right.
Listen, Leicester have a bigger divine right than them.
Exactly, and then now they're saying that just sack him and bring in a manager that plays attacking football. And this is what I keep saying: this attacking football thing that people like to play, tiki-taka, blind you what's actually happening.
It's
because
about winning games, man.
The thing is, with this squad that they have as well, Mourinho's getting the best that he can with this squad. A different manager might play attacking football. So, like Nagelsmann, he might play attacking football, but they would not be where they are currently. They'd be worse off with him because he'd be dropping a lot more points, especially with Kane and Son injured.
But they still have to build
for like 2 months.
Don't you think they still have to build? Because Spurs.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they need to rebuild, but with what money? They need to sell Kane.
Will that actually happen though? Do you?
They won't sell. I think they'll sell Son.
They're not getting money for Son.
the problem is Kane.
They'll get money for Son Prime.
He's gonna give them one more season in it before he's like, I can't deal with this, because Kane's like, this is the 8th season now without a trophy.
How many goals?
How many goals? Exactly. You know, and when I saw someone post up his score record the other day, and I was just like, bro, you just don't deserve this, man.
Them goals at another club, it's another top club. It is long, G, bro. Like, let's be real, man. Like, Kane don't deserve that. Kane at Chelsea, he's bagging you the league, bro. Kane at United will bag the league. I'm not even.
I want Kane. Where Chelsea fans want Haaland, I don't. I want Kane.
Oh, you wouldn't take Haaland. You know why?
No, I would. But for me, Kane is the best striker in the world.
No, I wouldn't even.
He's the best player in the world, actually, arguably.
The best player in the world.
Top 3.
Who's top 2?
Well, Messi, Ronaldo don't count. So Haaland and Mbappe.
Kane's 3rd, yeah.
Nah, Lewandowski, then Kane.
Well, you're forgetting Lewandowski. He's out.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Top 5 in the world.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even disputing that, bro.
Yeah, I say if he plays for any of you two's teams, Chelsea or Man United, you win the league. Like, he's the difference between.
We slept on that. We should have.
He's the difference between. Yeah, he's the difference between top 4 and winning the league.
And what he brings to Chelsea, a young side that they have no leadership in their attack, no one who's going to take responsibility. Kane, he can look that this derby, for example, perfect example. He was silent all game, and then near the end, he pops up with a goal.
Yeah.
Which was offside, and he had a free kick where inches away from going in. Two moments of brilliance where he was silent the whole game.
Difference maker, innit? He's the difference maker.
I saw yesterday. Havertz had like one where it dropped and he kind of hit it on the volley, and I just thought, if Kane was at the end of that, that's Nestle and top bins. Like, and you win that game 1-0, and I think, like I say, and that's the difference between top 5. Top 4 and winning the league. I think he literally puts you. I think he actually wins either team the league. To be fair,
I think if Chelsea just buy Kane next season, maybe possibly get a centre back, I think we win.
And a centre back, yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Kane is that good. He can win you the league.
No, I agree. I'm not even disputing that. Obviously, we got man like.
If he goes to Man City, they're breaking 100 points.
Done.
Easy.
100.
And this thing of Kane gets injured, it's only a problem for Spurs, because they don't have a backup striker.
Yeah.
If Kane goes to United and Kane's out for a month, Rashford can play up front, Martial can play up front. He comes to Chelsea, Werner or Giroud or Tammy can play up front. He goes to Arsenal, there's backup there.
There's Lacazette, there's Aubameyang, yeah.
So this whole myth of he's going to get injured.
They actually have a striker, but has he even played? All I remember is playing against that Marine team. Yeah, that Marine team.
The one that did the Mbappe celebration.
Yeah.
What's my man's name again? You know the ones that
Vinicius.
Yeah, that's it. Right?
Yeah.
Vinicius or Violet, whatever you call them. Victorious. Yeah. I don't even know them. I don't even know them names there. But obviously, they just brought him for the sake of it. Just stay there, just in case. But you never know. Maybe they're planning for the future, man, because they know Kane's gonna go, fam. This is long.
You gotta be playing him though. Sometimes he's not even making a bench.
Playing him for what? When you got Kane there, he's bagging. I'm gonna utilize.
No, but I mean, like, not today, but there's games where he could come on in it, and then they're bringing on Sissoko and that. Right.
Every day Sissoko. Look, Mourinho is honestly, like, I know what Prime is saying. He's done all he can do in it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But bro, this squad, it just needs to revamp, and where they're gonna get the money from is from Kane and Son. Anyone in that, even in their starting 11, who are you gonna cop, bro? Not even worth like it's long. Okay, maybe Ndombele, but he just got there. Unless you're gonna take him, do you get me? They need to sell their best assets in order to review. It's long for them.
You might get cheeky money for Ali as well. Like,
exactly, and Spurs need to be careful because they really need to be careful, because you could arguably, because Real Madrid, they would rather get Haaland or Mbappe, same with Barca or PSG. You look at in the Premier League, as great as Kane is, you could find a striker that's somewhat replaceable. City could get Lautaro Martinez. Chelsea could get Haaland. and all of a sudden, no one else is going to buy him. The Glazers, they're not going to shell out that money for Kane.
Unfortunately.
Listen, I think there's only two teams that he can actually go to, and it's Man United and Man City. Like I don't think he would go to Chelsea. As much as Chelsea could afford him, I don't think he would go to Chelsea. So it leaves it down to Man United. Yeah, and I think it leaves it down to Man United and Man City.
Don't get twisted. I can see City copying him because of Guerrero.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for them. It makes sense for them. I always think the perfect fit for him is Man United. I think that is the team he's destined to play.
Even to like I always say, even when, if Fergie was still around, he would have been copped a long time.
Yeah, you'd probably have Sancho and other players as well.
Long time. Well, you guys, at the end of the day, you guys should be happy with the 3 points. I mean, it's something that it's calm for you, man.
No one's going to mention the fact that they are. Is it 5 points away from Liverpool?
I don't know. All right, before we even go into the Chelsea game, how you feeling now, Carl? Liverpool, they're in the dumpsters. You, man, are now winning your games and no one's really watching you like that. Can you finish above Liverpool?
Depends on if we beat them, to be fair.
When have you got them? Because I think how many games we got now? How many games we got? Less than 10 games now.
No, we've got 10 on the dot.
Okay, you got it. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so we've got 10 on the dot, and we're 2 points behind Liverpool now. So if we beat them, anything's possible, boy. Anything's possible. And you know what? We've played everyone. We've played all of the top teams twice now. So
you've literally got the rest of the half and whatnot. Cool, fair enough. Prime, what are you saying? Do you think Arsenal can finish above them?
Arsenal cannot finish above Liverpool. But how great this team is! It's for Arsenal. Arsenal were in a relegation battle for 2 months. They cannot finish to get above Liverpool.
The thing is, I'm talking like this, but Vinci's not here in it to defend.
Yeah,
but hopefully he does come in later on, innit? But
you know what? You guys play them next week. That will say a lot, actually, because then, assuming Liverpool don't win tomorrow, the points then goes down.
Next week. It's not next week. It's the following week.
The week after, yeah.
Oh, the week after. Oh, yeah, even better. So you could arguably say you're on the same points by the time you play.
Oh yeah, we could be above them by the time we play.
You know how mad that is? Old tight Liverpool card. Honestly, we'll talk about that later on. But Chelsea, Prime, chat to us, man, because Leeds took on Chelsea, and you know this was a game when Leeds play, it's like 100 miles per hour, bro. Always 100 miles per hour. You man got sucked in this 100 mile per hour pace. This was a good game, but obviously with no goals. How did you feel about that game?
Should have been a stat pad session. Should have been a game where likes of Pulisic and Werner, stat pad their goals and assists. The thing about Leeds, what we know them for is to be poor defensively, and their goalkeeper is just not of the standard of the Premier League, at least not yet anyways.
Yeah.
He had a brilliant game yesterday, and arguably you can say Leeds should have won. If not for a world-class save from Mendy, Leeds could have won the game yesterday.
I think, like the contrast, and as Prime said, man, like the best way to beat Leeds, is just by pace, like sucking them in and then hitting them on the counter, and that's what we done. And I fully expected Chelsea just to hit them for 4 yesterday, like so.
But we did that, though. We just weren't clinical. We did that, but we just weren't clinical. We didn't take our chances at all.
Yeah, obviously. So I don't know, like I think the team was I don't know, I didn't expect that team to be playing, to be fair. I didn't think Mount was gonna play it. I thought he would probably play the team that he's gonna play against Atletico just to get them another game under the belt together. But I don't think he's never played the same 11 twice, has he, since he's been there?
No.
So expected it to play the same 11 was never gonna happen. And
exactly. Again, just like 4 days in between games and stuff, it's not enough time. Plus Mount is suspended. so he can't play against Atletico Madrid.
Yeah,
anyway.
Atletico. Yeah, so that's why I was shocked that he was going to play, because I thought, why I don't play him? And it showed again that Kante looks like he's back. To be fair, I was really watching him yesterday because I was seeing all these things that Kante shouldn't be playing because he can't pass, he can't do this, he can't do that. And
he gets a lot of slander, innit?
I was like, you lot don't watch football, man, because you obviously don't watch football, because I watched him yesterday and the guy was literally everywhere. It's back to being the Kante that is everywhere on the pitch. And he doesn't kill himself. Like, he keeps it simple, but people underestimate how much he drives the team forward as well. Like, there was one time where he just picked it up and he actually like ran through 3 players. I was like, right, Kante is moving mad. Like,
you know what? It feels like it looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gunnar, yeah. He just looks like he's gone back to basics, bro. He's literally found himself and he's gone, you know what? And it's not his fault. I believe it's managers that have come in and put him out of position and whatnot, and I feel like he's tried to do what the managers told him to do, like any other player would do, but it just hasn't suited him. And he's literally sat back and he's gone, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do what's best. What I know I can do best. And that's what we're seeing with Kante. Like he said, a lot, but you know what it is? A lot of people gonna go for these stats and they look for these stats. How many interceptions? How many tackles? How many, how many miles did he do? How many miles did he run? What did he do today on the pitch? They just look for the stats and they don't watch. Yeah. Like you said, they don't watch. They don't look and say, look, let me actually watch this player. Let me see what he's doing, how he's done. Unfortunately, but yeah,
it's sad though, because the same thing happens to Mason Mount. Like, I watch him, I was like, this guy's actually a good footballer. Like, the only thing that he needs to really improve on is his passing, I would say, in the final third, like the decisive passing. But he's so good at receiving the ball, either foot, turning either way, and just generally just starting play. Like, he's got bags of skill as well, which people underestimate him for. But I think big teams now, they expect the 60-70 million pound player, and I think people can't look past that. If they're cheap or they come through the youth team, people can't look past that unless they're trying to elevate the player really high, like they do with Smith Rowe, like they do with Greenwood and players like that, where they're putting them on a mad pedestal before they've actually really done anything. But yeah, Chelsea have got the foundations, man, and like Prime was saying, they're literally a Haaland away and a centre back away from literally pushing Man City next season. So I don't know how you feel, Prime, about the left wing back / left back position, because I don't know about Chilwell right now.
What's going on with Chilwell, man?
Would you take a punt on Cresswell from West Ham?
I rate Cresswell. I think Chilwell. Yeah. I like Chilwell. He's good, but he's not of the quality. It's a shame because when we had the transfer ban, Arsenal bought Tierney, and he's someone who, if we didn't have the ban, arguably we would have signed. Look at Everton; they have Digne. United bought Shaw years ago, but he's still one of the best in the league. Liverpool have Robertson. Even look down the table, Patrick Van Aanholt is still a quality left back. Yeah. West Ham have Cresswell and they have Masuaku.
Yeah.
And we bought Chilwell from Leicester for 50 mil, and then they replaced him with Castagna and Justin. It's and Spurs got Reguilon, and he's on like some weird like loan or something for like a year. But it's like
they can take him back anytime.
There are fullbacks around there in Europe, and I get it if you want to stick with a bit of the homegrown thing, but it's if Chilwell costs 35 mil, no one would be complaining. But it's because he's 50.
Yeah,
and he's England's left back, and that's why it's the problem. It's the same thing with Harry Maguire. If Harry Maguire was 40 mil, no one would be complaining.
It's the price tag, you know.
Exactly.
It's the price tag. But you know what? Like, are we being harsh? I mean, this is his first season at the club. Isn't it? Like,
no, the only reason why I would say it's not being harsh is because he's played for Leicester. He's been in the Premiership for 3 years, and it's not like he's just come from another country. And like none of like, I mean, Lampard Lampard has to have been. He loved him in it, so that's why I kept playing him. But Tuchel, if he doesn't like you or you don't fit,
you're
getting dropped in it.
You're getting dropped straight away.
That's what they need in it. But yeah, Chilwell hasn't. I don't think he's really impressed. So maybe that could be another player, but I don't think they're going to be quick to do it because £50 million isn't chump change in it, and who's going to sign him? Like you're going to say you're going to
Chelsea did with 50 million. I was saying, Bob's like about Chilwell, wasn't it? Like
Clark Kent.
Clark Kent, however you want to call him, 50 million. I mean, Prime and Gunner seem to think that he shouldn't be getting away with this, as in like he's played in the league for 3-4 seasons, and I'm saying should we just give him a chance because this is his first season at Chelsea? But
No. You've been playing Premier League football with Leicester, bro. You were scoring. You were doing the same thing. What? Because it's at a different ground. Get out of here, man. Nah, bro. The funny thing was, is just that, that Leicester team that Harry and Chilwell did play in, it was a good team, good system, and whatever. Just shows you what happens when you go to another club. Do you know what I mean? He was expecting, for some reason, he has this reputation that he's the best English attacking fullback. Are you crazy? What? No chance. On what evidence? I mean, did he even score 10 goals at Leicester?
No, but it was during that period where Shaw was still recovering from his injury, but during that year or two where he was bad, and then Cresswell is at West Ham, so no one's going to rate him. Bertrand's at Southampton, another good left back, but no one's going to rate him either. So it's like there's no one else to pick from, and that's why he was playing, and that's why he was hyped up. And Danny Rose was past it as well, so there was no one else to play and no one else to hype up. So the thing is, Chelsea always know how to make back their money anyway. So
yeah, you got a whole academy of that. Let's be honest. You loan out players so they can play well, then sell them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think you'd make Chilwell money back though. I think you'd probably get like half, maybe 30 mil.
Yeah, but if he goes back on another loan, the loan fees we'll get from that, and then when we sell him. But the thing is, I don't know. I'd like to see him another year with Tuchel, with actual training and the preseason.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you man are killing us with the fucking Maguire thing, honestly. But if we're gonna talk about Maguire,
have you covered the Man United game?
No, we're just about to we're just about to quote unquote segue.
Bobs, you're shameless. You said it's a clean sheet. You're shameless.
Yeah, I said that. I'm shameless. I don't care.
Everything's like clean sheet, clean. The other one's there.
Wait, spud me, please. Hey.
Wait. So what are we saying? 21 is back?
Sure.
Nah, that's not what we're saying, Prime. That's not what we're saying, Prime. Listen,
the funny thing is, right? Like the way Man United is right now, we need to just humble ourselves, and we're very fortunate now that the team are actually in a position where even if we do muck up, the rest of the teams around us are mucking up. Chelsea dropped points. Leicester won, but Leicester was always going to beat Sheffield United. So today was actually a big game. And I know we were talking about Maguire and stuff. Maguire played really well today against Antonio. But I've got to ask, did Antonio get service? We need to ask the question, guys.
Not today.
Do you know what I mean? They never fed him.
Not today, because I was saying, like when I did a show with Dan, I was scared, bro. I thought, you know what, bro? Like set piece wise, United are so weak. Like that is our weakness at the moment. That's been our Achilles heel. So I'm thinking, like, obviously when we conceded that goal in the Europa League, and I said I never watched it. When I saw it, I said, fuck, we are fucked on Sunday. I said, you know what? We're done, man. But I thought it's either we're gonna draw or we're gonna lose. But
who did they have out? West Ham? Because they didn't even
have in the cut.
They didn't have a full subs bench, did they?
No. Guys, please make sure you smash a like. Yeah. Please smash a like.
They
make sure you follow us on the socials. No, but like, Gunnar, what did you say? Sorry.
No, I'm saying like West Ham had a couple of players out, didn't they? I think that all those teams that just they've got 11 players in it, and anything other than those 11 players, it don't really cut it in it. So
no, but like Gunnar, he had Lanzini and Benrahma on the bench though.
Yeah,
Did
but
see
you
the
can't
difference
risk
when they
that.
came on?
Yeah, but you can't risk starting like that at Old Trafford against Man United because
But
the players that you
look,
guys have got.
who look at the Man United we're talking about though. This is not
Yeah,
flipping
but
Roy Keane and them,
you
man.
still got enough that arguably Greenwood scores these chances when he gets them. You've got Bruno playing on a mad thing, so you've got more than enough in it to beat West Ham.
Yeah, agreed.
I think they're just gonna. It's still Old Trafford as well, isn't it? So you know,
Bro, don't act like it's a fortress right now because we've not really
no,
been
it's
doing
not
much.
Fortress, but it's still Old Trafford, isn't it? It's still Man United, so some of these players may not have been there before. I don't know. They just didn't look like they were up for it until like you say, Lanzini and Benrahma came on.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that West Ham are battling for top four the way like. I mean, both teams. To be fair, like
for me, for some reason, I really want them to actually get top four. I don't. Just one of them reasons. I'll tell you why. Yeah, just to break the barrier of this whole concept of there's only like the top teams can get the Champions League because there's been rumors that if they got top four, they wouldn't be able to play in the Champions League.
Yep.
Because so what it'd be like if West Ham got top four and Spurs finish like maybe like 8th or 7th, they wouldn't allow West Ham to play Champions League and then put Tottenham in Champions League. So they'll do it on a point system, on a merit system. That's what they would do. And that's the last thing you want.
That's what they want to do, though.
That's what they want to do. That's not what they're going to do. That's the proposal.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, the proposal gets Arsenal into the Champions League.
Yes. So let's say West Ham got 4th. But let's say if you finished above Spurs, then you'd get into Champions League.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that's why I'm thinking. Like, do you know what? If they actually trying to go with that proposal, I think it's unfair because these men have worked hard to get to this position and do what they got to do. Do you understand? I'm not saying that West Ham will get Champions League, but if they do, it's a barrier that they've broken. Like you have to understand, this is. Remember back in the day, I think it was not long ago, like 5 years ago, where the owners like Gold and Brady, they were like, listen, we're trying to get Champions League. You understand? And everyone laughed at them, bro. Everyone laughed and said, yeah, right, that's never going to happen. You fast forward, and they're in a position where they can actually get Champions League. It's crazy. Will it happen? Probably not, because you've got the likes of Chelsea who are ahead. But you never know. For them to even get Europa League, that'd be a huge season for West Ham.
Yeah.
But today they just, like you said, Gunnar. If you were watching football for the first time, you wouldn't think that they were challenging for the top four, trying to go for these type of positions. They just wasn't up for it. And look, they didn't have a full squad. They didn't have a full team. Moyes made wrong decisions. He did it again, innit? Do you understand what I'm saying? And towards the end, that's when they wanted to push for it. A bit too late for that.
I mean, obviously, with Jesse not playing as well, who's been instrumental recently.
I think that rule needs to be banned. I think they need to end that rule. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
The thing is, I don't know who it's up to because I remember 100% that we loaned Jermaine Pennant to Leeds and he played against us. I remember he played against us in the league, and I remember vividly because I was there, and I remember Ashley Cole just chiefing him up for the whole game. So I don't know if that was the rules back then and then they've changed it now, or if it's something that you can write into a loan in it, but it does seem a bit weird.
No, in the league, or at least in the Premier League anyway, you can't play against your parent club. But in Europe, because I remember it happened to Chelsea in the Champions League, because Courtois was on loan at Atletico Madrid, and we faced them in the semi-finals, and because in Europe you're allowed to play.
You're allowed to, like even
Chelsea didn't want that though. We wanted to try and get him not to play, but we couldn't anyway. So
I just find it weird because you used to be able to do it, but now I don't know. Like, obviously, they changed the rules. Don't know why, but it does. For some loans, it's because you're saying that the player's not good enough for your team, innit? So you don't want him there, and then to stop him playing when he wants to play is a bit mad. Obviously, some loans are to make the player better, so it would be silly letting him play against you. But I think on them ones where if the guy you just don't want him and you're loaning him out, let the guy play football, man.
Bro, this is the thing. This is the thing. I just don't understand it. but it is what it is. I'm not really moaning about that. But
yeah, you know,
just overall, I just feel like it's kind of stupid. You get me? It's just silly. But they'll bounce back. Whoever they got next, I don't know. I can't remember who.
They're doing this without a striker. That's mad. Like they could finish top 4 without having an actual striker.
Antonio's not even a striker like that, but
that's what I'm saying. He's not even a striker, and like they could get top 4 without having a striker, which is.
But shout out to Antonio though, because obviously Antonio's been doing his thing. You know, do you get me? So I'm not gonna hate on him.
Beeks, does it make you think that maybe your board should have given Moyes more time?
No.
Because he's a 7-year contract and he doesn't finish out the first year.
No, it's not even that. You know, if I'm real with that, I remember I spoke about it. I just feel like that whole Moyes thing, it just wasn't the right fit, man. You can't be bringing someone because they've been finishing consistently with Everton to now bring them into a club where they've been finishing consistently 1, 2, or 3, like third as a maybe the odd blue moon, but all they know is first and second, and Moyes is not exposed to that, bro. There's a huge different gulf in class, bro. So for you now to come in, and then, like, for me, look, I said it with my chest the other day, bro. I said, that's Fergie's fault, bro. As much as we want to say, you know, Fergie's one of the greatest managers. Of course he is. Like, we all know what Fergie did. But at the same time, all because he did what he did for the club, he also made a mistake by appointing his so-called friend, bro. Do you understand? They're both Scotsmen. Do you get me? So, like, that happened. He's saying everyone should back the club. But when we're looking at it, you're looking at it's all failed, bruv. Because at the end of the day, when he was told to keep the backroom staff, that didn't happen. You understand? And it all failed again from the top because everything at the top changed. So that's when United's dip just went down, bruv. It's not just the board not giving Moyes time. It was just wrong. Like, that's not the type of manager that should be coming in, bruv, at that time. Let's be real, bruv. Do you get me? You're working with players who have won everything in the game. The Ferdinands, the Vidiches, the Roonies. And then you want to bring Moyes. Well, you think them men are going to respect him? That's ego thing, G.
I think I do see if you take the Ferguson thing out of it, I could see what appointing Moyes was trying to do in it. Like,
I hear that longevity, experience.
So
I get that.
That might work, but I also think when it came to negotiations and people like Cesc Fabregas were muted to be signing for you guys, he would have looked at it and gone.
You see,
Moyes, bro.
Yeah, you see what I'm coming from, bro. The goal in class, bro.
Yeah, even now it's happening with Solskjaer. Like, players are going like looking at him thinking, do I really want to play for this guy? Like, I'm more of a name than he is. Like, It's a bit mad, isn't it? So definitely. I think, you know what? It's weird because for some reason I think like Gerrard has that pool now, so I think players would want to play for Gerrard for some weird.
After him winning the Scottish League.
Yeah, no, but even like I even feel like there's a weird thing with Arteta that players want to play for Arteta, and I don't know why, because he hasn't done anything. But when I look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think, do players actually want to play for him? Like,
the only thing I'll say to that is that whether they want to play for him or not, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I have that feeling as well. But the only thing I'll say is that there are players there, as mad as everyone wants to banter Manchester United and say this is the position you're in, we get that. But the reason why players might want to come to the club is because they want to be the players to say, yeah, we got United back to where they needed to be. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you got the likes of Bruno Fernandes coming in. Why on earth would you want to leave Sporting and come to a club where you don't even know? Like, you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I spoke to Ronaldo. Yes, he taught me all of that." No, G.
The thing is, but the only two clubs that were in for him were you and Spurs. So it weren't like there was a bag of clubs going in for him. So
let's be real. When it happened, Spurs were in a more better position than United were.
I know, but Spurs didn't want to pay the extra cash for him. That's the only reason why he didn't. That's the only reason why he never went to Spurs. I think if there were other teams like legitimately in for Bruno, like Real Madrid and a couple of other teams, I think it would have been a different outcome.
But apparently he wanted to go to United, though.
No, he did. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he did. I'm saying he probably wanted to come to United, not because of Oli, but the fact that there's a possibility that we can get this club back to where they want to be. Whether it's under Oli or not, that's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
it's just bigger than sporting anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
of course. And that's why I said I understand what Gunner's saying in terms of what I really want to be playing for Oli. Or you understand what I'm saying? That's why I said, cool. Maybe players get told different things and they're like, cool, I can run with this.
This is it, man. This is it. I say this all the time, man. Players get lied to 100%. 100%.
They like to Pogba, G. They lied to
Ozil, they lied to Bamyang, they lied to all of them. Like, we're gonna get this man, we're gonna get that man.
They like him to go to bro. They go to bro. Fam, we're gonna get him. We're gonna take over. And I go, cool. Why do you think the rumor come out with Bruno stalling on his contract? Because he wants to know what type of players are coming, G. That's how mad the situation is at United, bro. So it might not even just be United. It's everywhere, bro.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
This whole thing of how back in the day when managers had the control, that thing's gone, fam. Right now, the agents are running the game, fam.
Do you think the Maguire thing's real about him wanting to play English centre back?
Let me be real with that. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Gee, you gotta be skunked, innit? You gotta be fucking joking." But I was
the thing is, who's putting that out there, though, man?
Exactly. And I thought,
it's not. You know what the media is like? They like to twist.
The thing is, it's a Man United fan channel, though, isn't it?
But still, I doubt he said English centre back. But maybe
he said English speaking.
I
think he said English speaking. I think that's what it was.
Bro, but
again, there's nothing wrong with that because he wants to play. He wants a partner that he can communicate with, and he understands him, and the guy understands Maguire. There's nothing wrong with saying that.
In this day and age, right?
That's a mad thing.
In this day and age,
yeah,
2021.
Yeah, no. Again, I know it's mad, but again, do any of us know exactly what Maguire said?
Bro,
that's what I'm saying. I don't even think he said it. I don't even think he said it.
I'm not gonna jump on his bandwagon and go, "Right, is that what you said?" No, bro, because surely someone's made that up. There's no way on God's earth, bro, that my man's.
The thing is, these things don't just get made up. It's probably he says something and it's been taken out of context.
They twisted it. They twisted it.
Yeah, but it's just mad. It's mad, and the fact that so many Man United people with followers were retweeting this thing out on a mad one. I was just like, you guys are just trying to kill him. Like, just let the guy, any bit of decency he has left in him, like let the guy just play. Just let him be in it. Like, he's getting enough abuse from every other fan in it. Like, your own team killing you is a mad thing.
All I can say at the end of the day, look, he's just playing his football, innit? So I'm not really going to get on to him. When you don't do well on the pitch, I'll get on to you. He did well today. I'm not getting on to it. I'm not saying anything. He did well today. It is what it is. But
wait, he did well today.
No, he played well. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I didn't watch the game. That's why I'm asking.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say. Oh yeah, he was. No, he was alright. He did his thing. And I know you're gonna try to put this thing so he's world class and whatnot. I get it.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm only saying because you said what service did Antonio have?
No, but he still played well because he wasn't. Antonio was isolated, but West Ham did have chances. Whereas he put the blocks in and whatnot. He did what he had to do as a defender. That's what I expect. Do you get me? Obviously, he's not £80 million worth, but he did his thing. Do you get me? Can't really complain. It is what it is. Do you get me? It is what it is.
What English-speaking centre back would you get to compliment?
Man, are saying Ben White and that. Man, are saying Ben White and that, bro. Do you know? Oh no, my brother's done. And said, "Well, I swear, yeah." I said, "Ben White, you man, please have mercy upon my club, Ben White." The fact that you man are laughing is pissing me off too.
No, the thing is,
like a relegation partnership.
The thing is, it's a bit mad though because again, that's what I think people get caught up in thinking. Okay, the guy, needs to have been playing in the Champions League or needs to be doing this or doing that for him to be a credible defender. Like, where does everybody start out? Like, they have to have started out somewhere, innit? Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't watched enough of him to say if he's actually good. Like, I've only seen a couple of games and he's looked all right. But I always say as well, you don't need world-class players to win a league. You just need, like, look at Liverpool. Let's be honest. Half of Liverpool's team are not even close to being world class. So if we're being honest, they just had players that fit a system.
They'll tell you something.
They just done a madness in it. So
they'll tell you something else.
They'll tell you best team in Prem history.
They'll tell you something else. If I were you, I mean, be very careful because they'll clip you.
Come on, man! Like, you lot have won leagues with like bloody Johnny Evans and bloody Fletcher at centre.
Don't disrespect Evans. Don't disrespect.
RG Sung at right back and bare madness in it. So
RG Sung was a bad player.
It's just about having systems and players that fit the system in it. So not Ben White.
But it goes to show, yeah, because everyone always says system. Yeah, does the system actually work? Yeah, but Liverpool, when obviously with all of these injuries and whatnot, yeah, they put these players in this so-called system, and it's not working because you can see they're dropping points. So
they could have made it work. They chose. I know, but they chose not to make it work. How
can we say that? Because a lot of people I see where you're coming from, innit? But I'm gonna put it like this: everyone always says system. Well, if you want to play it English,
the way I see it is that they have players.
You man are doing that dirty. Like these Spurs fans right now. Hold tight to back. Don't worry, G. Don't worry.
It's gonna be alright, man. Like, I watched your stream. You lot look pretty upset and that on there, but it's alright, man.
Yeah, man.
It's only us in 10th place, man. Don't watch that.
No, Bobs, bring that. Man said Bings or Concert are better than Ben White. Cool. I hear that.
Who? Mings or Concert are better than
Mings? Like, I thought Mings.
Dan Maguire.
I've been watching him this season.
Ben White.
Ben White.
Yeah, Mings is still pants though.
There's an argument, right, that Tyrone Mings is more competent than Harry Maguire. And I watched this thread, and I watched what's his name, Rats and Bants, and he said Tyrone Mings. He never said Tyrone Mings is better than Harry Maguire, but he said at least Tyrone Mings is good on the ball and is actually physically competent. And then there was a big thread on Twitter saying like, yeah, Mings over Maguire, blah blah. But I'm thinking, would you take any of them?
But
hold on. What is physically competent? What does that mean?
Yeah, like I was just about to ask the same question because physically he's physically better. Why are we adding more words from the English dictionary to make it look as if like this is so and so? Like, we just be real. Just say.
Listen, I think the issue right now with Man United is that you guys you're hurting so much that people are just saying a madness to try and prove a point to make whatever they're saying seem like it's better than what everybody else is saying. Like, I'm watching streams and I'm literally watching Indiana reply to people all day, and I'm like, Indiana, bro, just chill, man. Like, it's not even worth replying to all of these people, because I hate saying people have an agenda, but there are people out there with just a mad agenda, and it's just like they just want, obviously, if they want Ole out, they want Ole out. That's fair play. But for me, does it make sense? Obviously, you guys watch it every week, and you watch it every week, yeah. But at the same time, does it make sense that the person that's got you closest to winning the league since Ferguson has gone, everyone's on his back when he's the one actually that's got closest to winning the league? And obviously, you've got to support him because he's your manager, but killing him over every little thing, some of these things are down to the players. Like, if you look at Ferguson, Wenger, all of these, Mourinho, do you think they had a system and they had a style of playing, but once it crossed the line and Mourinho knew that he can count on Lampard, Drogba, we had Henry, Bergkamp, whoever you guys had, Van Nistelrooy, all these people, we just had loads of people as well. Do you think, like, when they cross the line, it's down to these players to now you're playing for Man United now, you man have to fix up? I'm looking at it, and sometimes they don't look interesting. That don't make sense to me. Like, I know people are going to say it's Ole's fault, but at the same time, if you want to
They
be,
don't look interested to play.
Right?
they don't look interested to play. And I think this is what makes Ronaldo such a great footballer, is that he's always made himself want to be the best. He's always trying to elevate himself no matter where he goes. I look at people like Rashford and look at his talent and think, bro, you could be as good as Mbappe if you really wanted to be.
Well, it's
not down to the manager. It's down to the player.
I'm not saying I'm not being the manager. Is that not down to the generation that we're living in?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
it is.
right.
It
So
is.
you can see the change. You know what it is with these man, and what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna say that these man, number one, money's a huge thing. Money rules the world. Did you get me?
Always.
These man shouldn't even be on the type of wages that they're on now, bro.
That's it.
It's as simple as that, bro. These men shouldn't be earning 250, 200. Premier League, for me, Premier League players' wages should be capped. For these men to understand that, look, if you want to get to the top, you got to do this, rude boy. Greenwood on how much a week? Bro, it don't make sense. Donny's just 19 or 18.
Imagine.
Struggle and whatnot. Do you understand what I'm saying? Earn your money. If you want to be the best, you got, bruv, Ronaldo, Rooney, and them, man, when they were coming up, it was obviously they were on big wages, but then them wages there still, it's like, all right, cool, man, you got to work.
John Terry was on £46 a week.
Bro, it doesn't make sense,
bro.
Money,
it's not just the money thing, it's the mentality within the
prime.
Okay, for example,
it starts on the money, because you just said mentality.
But look, answer this question from Ben.
Wage caps coming in, and all good players go elsewhere. They never do, bro. When I say wage cap it across Europe. It don't matter. Bro.
You know, did you say wave cap or do-rag? No, or wage cap? Sorry, G. Carry on, man.
Listen, what I'm saying is that these men should be capped, bro. Because prime, I hear what you're saying, mentality, but it all stems from money,
bro. Man, like in Kenya on like 20-30 grand, you know, and they're not even playing football, bro.
Bro, them are telling you.
It's mentality. No, but sometimes it's mentality and leadership within your squad. Because Foden is on a lot of money as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
comparatively, he is. But look at that man.
That's Man City, though. Like, come
on.
That's Man City.
No, but that's my point. He's playing for one of the best, or the best team in the Premier League over the past 2-3 years, learning from world-class players. The same thing, Ronaldo at Man United, playing for the best team in the Premier League, learning from world-class players, learning from men. People who knows what it takes to work hard.
The thing is,
play at the highest level. We don't have that anymore.
And anyone talks about Ronaldo, they were like, he was like that from young. Like they were looking to him, like, because he was just on a mad one from young. So it's like it's both. All the arguments are correct in this thing. To be fair,
Lion's in good mood because Arsenal won, innit? Look at her.
Man called him Happy Gilmore. Yeah, but
that's a nice segue. That's a nice segue. When you said Ronaldo, and do you know what? I always pick Ronaldo over Messi because I felt that Ronaldo. Listen, Messi's a God-given talent. Okay, just reading out this comment sentiment. FC Brandon Williams is on 70k. Like that's crazy.
Is that real?
70k.
Bro, he's not chatting shit, bro. He's not chatting shit.
That's not real.
He's not chatting shit.
Someone get me figures. Receipts.
All right.
Someone give me receipts. Forward me receipts. I need to see. If he's on 70k, I'm never watching football again.
This is my thing, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. It doesn't like it. I hear what Prime's saying, bro. But if you're on P's like that, you're not really going. You're going home, you know. And I'm gonna make my bread this week. Guys, calm, man. It is what it is. Man.
So like to people in the comments, I'm not gonna say pick one, Ronaldo and Messi. Not today. Tell me why though, because for me, what Gunnar said, I say this all the time when I get asked. I think players, in fact, humans, because I think Messi's a freak. Ronaldo had potential, but he literally crafted and worked on his craft and to become the best. And he done it in England, he done it in Spain, and he done it in Italy. Okay, and I just think, it depends what kind of football you like, but I just think for me, this guy's built himself up, worked on it, created a new way of kicking the ball. Well, mind you, Roberto Carlos kind of done it with the top of the foot. I just think he gets it from me. Gunnar, who do you pick?
He stole it from Drogba. I mean, he literally stole that from Drogba. I'm not having that. He stole that from Drogba.
The way Gunnar champions Drogba, I think he's a bigger Chelsea fan than I am.
No, I'm just a Drogba fan. The guy's just amazing.
He loves Drogba, bro.
You know what? I'm on the flip side. I picked Messi for your reason. I picked Messi because I feel like he is a natural talent, and that is the reason why I picked Messi. I don't think we should be picking between the two because
just enjoy it, right?
Just enjoy it. But if I had to choose one, Messi, just because I feel like he is a natural talent. I've always felt sometimes Ronaldo was a bit bubbly, like it was forced. But the numbers are not lying, in it. Like he's going to carry on longer than Messi, to be fair, I think, because he's been able to change his game, and that's something Messi. He doesn't have the physique to do. As well, he doesn't have the physique just to say I'm playing up front and just going to start banging headers. But
would you not think Ronaldo's going to play centre back or something? Sweeper.
Listen, boy, he's going to carry on forever. He's going to stop when he doesn't score 20 in a season. That's when he will say, "In my time."
Yeah, I think it'll be a mentality thing because he won't want to go out on some joke season.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be random where basically it'll just be like, Ronaldo's retired. That's it.
Yeah, just at the end of the game.
Yeah, like wake up one day and be like,
"My body can't take it, innit?"
Yeah, body can't take it anymore. Although, like, the guy looks insane. Like, he looks absolutely insane. But the thing about football now isn't there's an afterlife after football, isn't there, guys? Like, think about like these guys have brands, businesses. It's weird, isn't it? Because you look at Paul Merson, his generation, Tony Adams, their generation. It was a myth what to do after playing football. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
The thing is, they're all unlucky though. They never had this money. Like these guys are making so much money, they can't spend it. That's the difference in it. So when these guys were investing and getting ripped off, like we've seen it happen with a Bowie and people like that, they were investing and getting ripped off, but they didn't have the legit cash that these guys.
Big up,
This is Gunner's time right now. No one wants it.
Now I'm gonna let Spurs chill, man, because they're
London is okay. Never mind.
Now
I get it. You're gassed now. It's fine. You're gassed.
Igal, you need to just I know you're happy, bro. But North London can be red, yeah. But the whole of London, don't know about that, mate. Don't know about that.
I mean, it's the same argument for saying that Manchester's now blue. Would you agree with that?
No, it's not. It's the same argument.
Listen, them man are winning the league, bro. They're doing their thing. Just let them be in it.
Do you know what? Listen. Right now, they're making the right noise. But
I know, but what do you base it on? If you're basing it on trophies and how many trophies have been won,
it's always red, isn't it? It's always red.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why London's red, because it's based on that.
But you know what? When you say the city is this blah blah, is it not just bragging rights? Literally, let's be honest. Because if we sit down here, Tottenham can't chat to Man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Tottenham can't chat to Arsenal, and Man City can't chat to Man United. So, like, it's just bragging rights, isn't it?
It's just banner, isn't it? Yeah, it's just banner. Yeah. It's not something I ever take serious anyway. Like, but they were talking a bag of hype earlier, so I'm just glad.
Bro, listen, the way I saw Spurs fans, hold tight. All right, let me put the disclaimer in just now. Hold tight, Mel. Hold tight, Eleanor. Hold tight, Ryan. Hold tight, Ben. Some of your fan base, we're talking hella smoke.
Listen,
we're gonna finish.
I'm just being calm today, but just tomorrow I'm gonna come. Like I'm clipping up bare things. I'm just for everyone. But I'm just being nice today. I'm being nice today because it's Mother's Day. Just being on a humble team.
Spurs fans, dry your eyes, man. I know it's hard to take.
And you know what? You would think Spurs fans would have learned earlier in the season when Arsenal were the ones talking the most going into the game.
But did you really think Spurs were going to win? All jokes aside, I know we talked about the game, but did you really think Spurs were going to win?
I thought it was going to be a draw. In my honest opinion, I thought it was going to be
a draw.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Like, listen, we've not even touched on the Rabona. We've not even said the Rabona. Yo, goal of the season.
We did.
Finished.
No, I don't think it was though, man.
I think it's goal of the season.
It's got to be a contender.
It's a contender.
No, I don't even think it would be a contender. You know, like when all the goals are in, I don't think people will be talking about it.
How many goals have you scored this season? If you have been done from Spurs counterattacks, but
like we've just got to be realistic in it. Like goal of the season has to be like a goal that actually wins the game as well.
No, because that's not the award.
bro.
I took the bait, but
bro, it's like turning up to a rave to get all the girls and you leaving no one, bro. Like no one's gonna like that. That don't mean nothing to me, bro.
No, bro. The goal was disgusting.
No, look at the previous goals of the seasons. Yeah, look at Thierry Henry against Man United. Yeah, when he chipped it and volleyed it. What happened?
Why are you doing that? Why?
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just taking that. It won the game, innit? All that done was just that's made us angry.
When did that happen?
Huh?
When did that happen? That goal?
Like 2001, innit?
The good times, okay.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. Like it's just about winning the game. It's just about winning the game.
Bad boy.
Yeah, but that was last season. Was that not last season though?
No, that was when Spurs again were hyping up again on it. Yes, when Spurs were hyping up again. Spurs were chatting and madness again, and then look what happened. They're in the
mud. But the Rabona was sick though.
No, it was sick, but I wouldn't even say that was goal of the season though. Like
you're salty, man. Just because it's Spurs, isn't it?
No. Gunnar has a point. That goal was not saucy. It wasn't though. Not really.
Man got sent off as well. Yes, CJ.
Like, come on, man. Just take that goal back, man. Like for being so stupid, man. Like I wanna come with 10 goals better. Like, but give me some time.
Yo. Before we wrap up, yeah, I know we went over, yeah, but we need to obviously talk about the few things that's happened this week. You know, obviously Meghan Markle, Prince Harry coming out, last week, obviously saying her thing. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. My honest opinion, obviously, we've done a stream on it already, yeah. But just to conclude on that, I watched Princess Diana's story in it, and then I watched The Crown and stuff. Yo, the royals are pricks, man. Let me just say that right now. The royals are pricks. However, Beeks, we've not heard your 2 cents on it, and I want Prime to talk about this or not. I think that it's a shame it happened to her, but I'm very glad she got out because we all saw what happened to Diana. You know, if anyone's not old enough to remember, but Princess Diana died in a car crash in France. I believe it was Paris. Yeah, Paris. And, you know, she got out of the family, but obviously she was having like a media war with Prince Charles and stuff. I think Meghan got a lucky escape. Beeks, what do you think, man?
Obviously, Bobs, I know you're in Scotland and that. You get me? I'm not really trying to die out here. Them comments scary, but it's kind of a bit of a mad thing still. All time, I respect the roles and then things there. I was not trying to get spliffed out here. You get me?
I see what Beeks is trying to marry into the royal family. I see what you're trying
to do.
Yeah. Listen,
do-rag and everything, innit?
You get me? I'm trying to get my waves out here. Nah, in all seriousness, yeah. Obviously, they said what they said. Meghan and Harry, you know, you get me? And look, them man, it's not like they're telling lies, bro, because we already know they said their piece, and I commend them for doing that, but I fear for them, bro, like, because I just, like, if anything happens, we know why it's happened.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand? But at least they've said their piece, and I'm happy they're living their life elsewhere. My problem is that this country has this thing of defending and saying that, you know, Meghan's lying and whatnot, and then you got the likes of Piers Morgan saying it's freedom of speech. Like, the woman hasn't even done anything to you, and you're saying what you're saying. It doesn't make sense. Like, she didn't want to chat to you, and you've just been hurting over that. Like, he can't see what he's saying and how he's moving is racist. Do you get me? He's not aware of that. That's the problem. And when someone's trying to address him and say, "Look, you're stepping over the line," he's still not trying to hear that. And then you got the likes of people like Sharon Osbourne and them man defending him. It's like, bro, what are you defending if you believe he's not racist?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the sad part, isn't it? That,
yeah, if you so-called believe he's not racist, then you don't have to open your mouth and say anything. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
so
100%.
it's like it's just shit. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I just see these man, and then I saw a comic from not comic, I think illustration from one French newspaper,
France magazine. Yeah, bro. Speak on it.
I saw that, and obviously with they were mocking the guy that got killed in America with the Queen kneeling on Meghan Markle's neck, and then if you saw the comments, people are more angry with the fact that he's drawn a picture of the Queen rather than the actual
thing what she's doing. Before.
And I'm just thinking, bro, we're so behind, man. This country's fucked, but you know, as us black people, we just got to keep on striving. Not even just black, other ethnic minorities. We just got to keep doing our thing, and you know, standing up, doing all these podcasts and speaking out loud. Even if it's not a podcast, you can be out and about or doing. Just be strong, say your piece whenever you have to say your piece, but don't let these men get to you, because at the end of the day, that's what they want. They want a reaction.
But do you know what's funny? We talk about the generation in football and stuff. Do you know what I find crazy, right? You know, and Prime, I'll get you to come in here, but then Gunnar, Piers Morgan, basically was actually one of the reporters that the Royals banned with Princess Diana, right?
Yeah,
which is quite interesting. So lightning's really striking twice here, and what I don't understand is that people will be like, "Oh, freedom of speech." Yeah, but we know what he was trying to say with Meghan. You know, what I feel when he kept saying, "How can she be doing this with the Queen?" But I'm thinking, yo, it doesn't matter who is ill or whatever is ill. If you're feeling some type of way, you speak. You know, I just think to myself, when someone speaks out, if they're white, oh yeah, it's brilliant that he spoke out. But when someone's black, it's like you're an attention seeker. And this is not just in the press. This is just life in society. And I think it's quite sad because Piers Morgan has got a platform. He's got a massive platform to be talking. And if you see the comments right now, this is the generation we live in. He has now the #1 selling book on Amazon. He's using this heat now, this wave, to sell his book. Brian, what's your thoughts, man?
Of course he is. That whole thing of, you know, there's no such thing as bad publicity. That's what he's doing. He's using that to make himself bigger, and it's in some sort of way, I guess it is a smart move, but on his part. But it's the whole situation is just messed up. I always knew the royal family were dodgy, and when the whole Diana thing happened, I don't think I was born, was I? But anyway, it's just people say she escaped and she got out of it. Meghan and Harry. I don't think they have. Not really. This thing is still always going to be an issue, and it's going to come back up again in some way.
Yeah, of course. Listen, look, I think that's obvious. The royal family.
What really got to me is the whole skin color of the baby, and that they can revoke their royal status as prince or princess.
The whole security thing as well. I mean, it's a bit it's mad because I'm sure me and Bob's are in the same position that we both have a partner who is obviously white. So when baby's about to be born, or you're wondering what color, how the baby's going to come out, what color the baby's going to be, but you don't have concerns. That's the difference, isn't it? Like they said there was concerns about
what they said. You know,
concerns of color, which is that's just a whole different madness.
And we can't give him a title.
Yes,
like what the hell? Like,
I don't want him to be too dark.
That interview that one was saying is like comparing it to what type of nose you'll have or hair color and stuff like that.
No, that's bollocks. That's what you call ignorance. Was it not that black woman that said that? Or was it because I know there's
it was the white woman that said it and the black woman.
And it's just like, bro, like, come on, man, like, really, guys, like again, like we can talk about this for a very, very long time, but we'll just be here forever. But I hope, guys, you understand that, you know, it doesn't really end nice for us all the time, but it is what it is. But before we round up, obviously a woman got killed in Clapham. Not killed in Clapham. I don't know where she got killed. She got killed, but her body was found in like near Clapham or whatnot. And it's been, well, the person that was arrested for it was a police officer. Now a lot of people are going to be thinking, "Fuck, you know, like that's mad, bro. Police officer, bruv, you man. If I show you a list that was out, someone put it on Instagram and I clicked it.
Oh yeah.
Out of police officers of what they've done, one was highlighted of a police officer raping a 14-year-old girl, bro. I got sentenced for 8 years, G. You see, all of these news that come out, they don't say anything, bro. They don't want to hurt their own. But this one, I don't know what was so different with this one as to why it got so much press. But because she went missing or whatnot, I don't know. I don't know why it got so much press. God rest her soul. But no one deserves to die. That was crazy because it's more or less the same thing as well with another woman. Her name is Blessing. She didn't go missing. Her body was found. She was working with dementia.
Yeah.
And the police ruled it and said it was, a cold case. So they closed the case. They didn't want to pursue it, and now the family are, doing a GoFundMe page for them to reopen the case. But it's crazy. Obviously, you got the Duchess going there to clap them to the section, paying her respects. Them holding a night, I think it's a vigil or something like that. But this thing was mad, bruv. Like, for a police officer to be committing a crime like that, I don't know how you men are feeling about it. A lot of people will be shocked. I was shocked until I was even more shocked when I saw that list of police officers of them being arrested.
Yeah.
Guys, what's your take on it before we round up? Man?
Yeah, no, I just think sometimes you just have to be careful in it because, like, you just don't know the person sitting next to you, innit? Like, in this instance, it happened to be a police officer, innit? But it could have been anyone, innit? And obviously, not all police officers are like that. But you would say it's easier for them to probably get away with a crime because no one's gonna suspect them because they're a police officer. Like, you assume that they're there to help you and look after you. And I mean, we just need to just see what happened at the vigil for her anyway, and had the policeman on the woman's neck, like on her back. Sorry, like why do you need to be on a female's back like that? Like, she's breaking lockdown rules, yeah, blah de blah, and what, like, but they take it too far and they just abuse their power. And I think this. I'm not saying Piers Morgan is a murderer, but there's the sort of thing where I think some men think they can just get away with anything.
100.
Like, so they just think that this is just cool, this is normal behavior, which obviously isn't normal behavior, in it. And yeah, I think it's just mad. Like, the world just right now is not a good place to be. Like, so
it's not a safe place.
It's not a safe place. It's not safe. And it's the thing. That's the worst thing. That it's not safe for many people. Like, it's not safe for black people. It's not safe for women. It's not safe for kids. Like, who are actually safe right now? Not many people, to be fair. So, yeah, I just don't even know, man. It's just depressing, isn't it?
Is that how she died? Is that how she got killed? Because the police officer was on top of her or something?
No, I'm just saying. Like, obviously, in terms, just in general. Yeah, it's just in general.
I was about to say, it's a bit crazy. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna sort that out. I really hope they find justice.
I mean, hasn't he been to prison? He's been to hospital twice, hasn't he?
What,
yeah.
Why?
He's been to. I think people beating him up in it. Must be. He's had head injury. He's had a head injury already. So yeah, like, obviously
Yeah,
people know
they're
he's done it in it, and they're just not going to have it in it. So this I reckon he's not going to make it through a few years in prison because he's probably going to hang himself or someone's just going to kill him.
Yeah, he's probably
those things don't go down too well in prisons, innit? So you see how this one pans out.
They're definitely going to do a documentary on that, and I'm going to be one of the first people to watch it. Right. two words on that.
I'll be honest, I'm just shocked by the story of it all.
Yeah.
I like to have some sort of positivity in terms of the news that I take in, because it could, once you hear one bad thing and then hear another and another, it just sometimes can take you down a dark path and lose faith in humanity. And actually, I was having this conversation with someone like 2 days ago. I would like to still think that there is positivity and there is good in the world, but we don't always see that in the news, and it's annoying because, especially the police, people who are meant to be the only ones actually who are meant to be out there protecting us, and they're doing things like this. So it's almost like, what's the point?
Yeah,
I don't
know. No one feels safe, do they?
No one feels safe. For news, one thing I'll say: the news will always say the negative in order to get everyone's attention. They don't really care about the good news. No one really cares about it. When they hear the bad news, that's news. News is never great in terms of when you see it on TV. It's always bad news, and that's what draws them in, unfortunately. But listen, I think I'm going to round it up there. Bob's got kicked out of the flipping. That's on him. His internet is probably in Afghanistan. I don't know what's going on there. Shout out to them, man.
Mad VPNs and that.
The VPNs the VPNs are a bit mad. Gonna let them know where they can find you on the social.
Yo, yeah, man. Just Big Gunner on Twitter, but Way Days on Instagram and on YouTube.
Prime. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Man, you can find him.
No, I'm here. I'm just reading something. Latimus Prime X, that's my Twitter. And I'm always on the Football Terrace. So yeah, you can catch me there for Chelsea show and content like that. Here every Sunday, 9:30, for the football wrap up. I'm on Strong TV with Charlotte doing everything about football show. And yeah, I guess just keep up to date with me on Twitter. Well, us actually, in terms of our social media. The wrap up, follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. Any interesting stories or topics you want us to cover, not just football related, but talk about anything that's in the news that's of interesting conversation, I guess. And I need to lock into Bob's StreamYard, but yeah.
We got Bob's who's come in.
Can you hear me?
Back now.
Oh, you're back.
Because your VPN. You need to stop paying for your VPN.
I don't know what's going on. It's the Wi-Fi up here, man, because of the storms and stuff. Listen, everyone, thank you so much for your patience today. Thank you for watching, everyone. Shout out to my co-host, man. Literally, I've been in and out, man, but this is why I do this thing with these guys, because I can trust them. All my brothers right here. Listen, you know how we do it the wrap-up, okay? All jokes aside, football, yes. Banter, yes. As well, we cover everything because it's for about certain people, happens to us all the time. And, you know,
VPN things.
I love cousins in the comment. So basically, you are fined for not turning up. You are fined again for not telling us you're not turning up. We shall speak. Real Gunner fan, slap the granny out the legs. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Listen, guys, we're out, yeah, but trust me, make sure you like, smash the like, subscribe, and also everyone's YouTube channel and social links are in the descriptions. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Peace and love to you all.